Push down automata is another type of finite automata. It is corresponding to the CFG, that is context free grammar. Okay, it is a finite automata with the exception that PDA has an extra stack. The push down automata will have an extra memory that is known as extra stack. This will be not available in the finite automata or DFA or NFA. Okay, here this is also of two types. One is deterministic push down automata, another one is non-deterministic push down automata. You already know deterministic means from accepting one input symbol, it will goes to only one state. That kind of PDA is known as deterministic push down automata. If it accepts one input symbol and it goes to more than one state means, then it is known as non-deterministic. It also accepts epsilon. Okay, the PDA is a 7 tuple one. What the things it will have means Q represents number of states, sigma represents the input alphabet, this represents the alphabet in the stack, this del represents stack, that is transition, Q0 represents the start state, Z0 represents the initial state of the stack, F is the set of final states. Okay, transition, you already know transition means accepting one input symbol, it moves from one state to another state. Here also the same, but it will be different. See here, there will be state, input symbol, and we will have the next state, that's all. But here, there are three things in the left hand side and three things in the right hand side. What are the three things means? The initial state, the current state will be the first, next will be the input symbol. Additionally, we will have the stack symbol. As we are having stack in case of push down automata, in this we will have the stack symbol. And also the right hand side, if you see, we will have the next state and we will have the stack symbol at the present state. Okay, here we can see some of the examples. Here there is a transition from the current state P, accepting the input symbol A. Presently the Z is the topmost of the stack. After this transition, it will move from the state P to Q. The A will be pushed on to the stack. So now top of the stack will be A. Next here, if you consider in this transition, there is the transition from the state P, accepting the input symbol A. The top of the stack is Z. The resultant will be, as the top of the stack is clocked, the transition resultant will be Q and the top of the stack will be epsilon. See here, there is a transition from the state P, accepting the symbol A. The top of the stack is Z. After the transition, the state will be Q. The Z is replaced by the R. Now presently R will be the top of the stack. Here the transition is from the state P, accepting null, that is the empty string epsilon. The top of the stack is Z. After transition, the state is moved to Q and Z is replaced by R. We can see the corresponding transition diagram for these transitions. Okay, if you consider for this first one, in case of DFA, NFA, we will be having only input symbol, that is from state P, accepting the input symbol A, we will go to the Q. But in case of push down automata, there will be two things extra, that is from the state P, we will be having within the bracket the input symbol and the topmost of the stack. Afterwards, we will have the present, what is pushed on to the stack. Okay, here in the first case, the input symbol will be A, the top of the stack will be Z. After the transition, we will be having AZ will be the top of the stack. In case of second one, the input symbol will be A, top of the stack will be Z. After popping out the top of the stack, we will be having the epsilon. It should be represented here. Afterwards, in this case, the input symbol will be A, Z will be the top of the stack. After the transition, the Z is replaced by the R. So we are writing this R here. Next, in case of this, the input is epsilon, the top of the stack is Z. After the transition, it will move to the Q. At that time, the top of the stack Z is replaced by R. Now we can see how to construct a push down automata. Okay. Here the given question is, we have to construct a push down automata for the language W. See, it should be in the format. Okay. This is a substring. Here will be one word. This will be the reverse of the previous word, where the W is the element of A or B closure. Okay. WR is the reverse of the W by final state. now we can see the solution for this. We have given that WCWR is the format. We can take W as a string of ABB. If W is ABB means reverse of this will be W power R, that is BBA. Okay. Now the language will be ABB capital C BAA. It will be in this format. Okay. If this is so, then this string is known as a palindrome. Okay. We can see the general procedure how to construct a PDA. Step 1. First we have to find input symbols can be A or B for this. So we have to give the transitions for this A or B. We have to push A or B onto the stack until we reach the symbol, middle symbol. See here, the previous string may be anything, the ending string may be anything. That is, we have the format previous string C and string of the reverse of the previous string. It should be in this format. The string may be A, B, B or anything. Okay. So we are going to see the general procedure without considering this. Okay. If there is A or B, the input means we can keep on pushing the input symbol A or B until we reach the middle symbol C. So we first we are pushing A, then we are pushing B, again we are running A, B until we reach the C. If we reach the middle symbol C, what the second step will be, from the state Q0 we have to move on to the state Q1. For all this we will be keeping on the state Q0 itself. After reading the symbol middle symbol C, we are moving from the state Q0 to Q1. So here what we are doing, we will be reading the things. Here afterwards in step 3, what will we do? We now will be compare the input symbol in the tape and the input symbol in the stack. Okay? If it is matches, if it is a palindrome, that will be the match. If it matches, we will keep on popping the symbols on the stack until the stack is empty. Also the input symbol is over. If both matches, then the string will be considered as palindrome and then it will be accepted by this automata. That is the step 3. Input symbols can be A or B. For this, the condition is to be a palindrome. For each input symbol, there should be a corresponding symbol on the stack. This is important. So we will be popping, we will be getting Q1, then we are going to pop the A symbol on the stack, then we will be getting Q1 epsilon. Again we are going to pop the symbol B, we will be getting Q1 epsilon. So step 4 will be, this is the final thing. In state Q1, if the string is a palindrome means there is no input symbol to be in the stack and the stack should be empty. Therefore, del of Q1 comma epsilon Z0 will be equal to Q2 of Z0. Now we can see the representation of PDA, that is M, to accept the language. The language given is W, C, W of reverse. We can have M as Q, sigma, tau, del, Q0, Z0, F. Already we have seen what are these. Here in this example, Q will be the set of states. The states will be Q0, Q1, Q2. Sigma will be A, B and capital C. And the tau will be A, B, Z0. These are the alphabets in the stack. These are the input alphabets. Now we can see the transitions for this. The transitions will be, it may push A or B or A or B. These are the transitions up to C. Up to middle of the string, it will scan A or B and it will be pushed onto the stack. Once it has read the C, what it will do now, it will pop, it will compare the input tape on the stack. So it will pop each and everything. So it will pop the corresponding A in the input tape and it will pop the corresponding in the stack. Afterwards, if it matches, that is, if it goes to the end of the input tape and there is no string in the stack, then it is matches. Okay, and with this it will be ended, the transition will be ended. The corresponding transition diagram is this. All the transitions and the transition diagram is a general one for a palindrome. We didn't take any particular string. So this is the general procedure of transition for the palindrome. Also this is the corresponding general transition diagram for a given string is a palindrome or not. Okay, here Q0 already we are seeing whether we are taking input as A or B and pushing it onto the stack. It will remain in the state Q0 itself. pop, and the top of the stack will be epsilon. And if it matches, it will be the Q1 treatment goes to the final state, that is accepting state, epsilon, and top of the stack will be again Z0. We have seen the general procedure for a given string is a palindrome or not using the Pushton automata. Now we can see the example strings. Here is a palindrome string. We have to check whether this string is accepted by the Pushton automata or not. Consider here the transitions. Here AAB, capital C, BAA. The C will be the substring. This will be the string before the substring and after the substring. Okay. Here we are pushing the thing. The A is pushed onto the stack. Again next A is pushed onto the stack. Lastly the B is pushed onto the stack. When it reaches the C, it will stop there itself and it will go to the state from Q0 to Q1. Now it will be popping the data on the stack by comparing the data on the input tape. Here BAA will be the input tape and BAA will be on the top of the stack. Now it will compare each and everything. If it matches, and it will pops the data on the input that is stack. Okay. Here the B matches, so it will be popped. Next the AA will be matched, it will be popped. Again the last A and A will be matched, and it will be popped. There will be empty in both the top of the stack as well as the input tape. So the string is a palindrome. So this string is accepted, and the last it will goes to the final state. Q2 epsilon Z0. Z0 will be the top of the stack. The empty will be the input tape, and Q2 will be the final state, which is the accepting state. Now we can see another example to a string which is not a palindrome. If it is not a palindrome, it will be rejected by the Pushton automata. How we can see here? Here also it will pushing the first string, that is A, onto the stack. The next A is to be pushed, and the B is also pushed. Now when it reaches the C, it will stop and it will going to match the data on the input tape and the data on the top of the stack. Okay. The data in the input tape is BAB. The data in the stack is BAA. So it will be start matching. The B in B is matched and it will be popped. Secondly, the A and A will be matched and it will be popped. Finally, if you see the input in the input tape is B, but the data in the top of the stack is A. So there is no match. It will be, the machine will be halted here and it will tell the string is rejected. You can see deterministic and non-deterministic Pushton automata. In case of finite automata, there are two types, deterministic and non-deterministic. Here also PDE is of two types, deterministic and non-deterministic. If the two conditions satisfied, that is, if the two conditions are satisfied, then the given Pushton automata is deterministic. Otherwise, it is non-deterministic. Okay. Now we can see what are the two conditions. The first condition is if the transition exists QAZ has should have only one element. Okay. The next is if the transition is of Q epsilon Z is empty, is not empty, then the transition of QAZ should be empty. Okay. If we see these two conditions, we can't understand. We can see an example for this. The given language is W, where W is the element of A or B closure. The language may be a number of A should be equal to number of B in the word. Okay. We have to check whether the given language is deterministic or non-deterministic. This language is accepted by the Pushton automata. Now we can see the solution. For this language, the transitions are Q0 A Z0 equal to Q0 A Z0. Then Q0, we are pushing each and every time A symbol, B symbol here. Then we are pushing again A here, we are pushing B here. And then we have popping the A, then we are popping the B. The last we are having the stack also empty, the input symbol also empty. At this stage, the string has been accepted by the Pushton automata. Now we have to see whether the Pushton automata is deterministic or non-deterministic. Based upon these transitions, we have to equal with the condition given. Okay, the first condition is there should be only one element in this format. If you see in each transition, there is only one element, that is the state is 1, the input symbol is 1, the stack of the symbol is 1. So the first condition will always be satisfied. So the first condition also is transition is not, that is push down automata is not deterministic. It is a non-deterministic. Now we can see an example to see whether a given PDA is deterministic. Okay, the last we have seen non-deterministic. Now we can see example for deterministic. The same two conditions, that is one condition is in the transitions there should be only one component. Second condition, for a transition there should not be defined. Okay, we can see here again the given language is a power n b power n where n is greater than or equal to 1. In the final state we have to find it whether it is deterministic or non-deterministic. These are the transitions corresponding to this language. Here the Q0 input A, the top of the stack is Z0. It is keep on moving. At last we are copying the A and B. Finally we are having transition from Q1 to Q2. At that time no input symbol, also there is no string on the top of the stack. This is the condition of the transition of the given language. Okay. The first condition, what does this means? In the transition there should be only one component. So it is satisfied. Therefore the first condition is satisfied. Our second condition is for a transition there should not be definition. For this transition there should not be definition. As usual we have to consider the final transition. Here Q1 epsilon is Z0. When the input is empty, the top of the stack is Z0. There should